Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is National Master Laurent Balakis, and we start as usual taking a look at the lower box country Scholastic Chess League standings. Like you guys know, we are in the playoffs, and last week we had the quarterfinals, and Cancer Rock 5-0 versus Upper Dublin. Excellent result, perfect score, congratulations again. Abington versus Holy Ghost Prep 4-1. Pensbury 5-0 to Hedborough Horsham. Lower Moreland 3.5 to 1.5 versus Germantown Academy. Congratulations for the win to the winners. And we have in the semifinals Lower Moreland versus Cancer Rock and Pensbury versus Abington. Now let's go and take a look at the game of the day. And we have Chris versus Tom from Holy Ghost Prep. So this was board number 1, Abington versus Holy Ghost Prep. It was a Queen's Gambit, declined. If Black would capture on c4, it would be a Queen's Gambit accepted. Now, in this game, Black played Queen's Gambit declined, and Chris chose a very common line, capturing on d5, bishop g5, bishop e7, e3. Now, Black main problem in the Queen's Gambit is the white square bishop. However, in the opening, these pawns are blocking the bishop. Now, taking on d5, white opens up the diagonal for the bishop, but is no more tension in the center. Black cannot capture on c4 and is more static. The pawn structure is fixed on d5, and after bishop g5, bishop e7, e3, white set up this beautiful pawn structure and is ready to take control of the white squares and limit the c8 bishop. So this is the reason why white played bishop f5. Now, if white plays here queen b3 and attacks both of the pawns, Black played b6, but this just weakens all the white squares and it drops a pawn. And from here on, Black will never touch the ball actually. So it's very easy to play on the white side with a pawn up and trading off everything. So I'm surprised that Tom didn't play knight bd7 instead of b6. Now, if you take on d5, I take on d5 back, and your bishop hangs. So when you take on e7, I take back with the knight. I win a piece. I have 3 pieces versus 2. So white can take on b7, yes, but after rook b8 and queen takes a7, I have rook takes b2. Yes, I'm down a pawn, but this rook is very active on the second rank, and the b2 pawn missing doesn't protect the c3 knight, and I'm always thinking of pinning this knight. And the question is this queen is a good square for the queen or is a bad square? Is out of the game or no? I mean, he pressures the queen side, he won a pawn, but it's a big price. You pay the price. You left your king in the center and pieces undeveloped and both rooks in the corner. So you could take on f6 and attacking on d5, forcing me to take back with the knight and try to develop with tempo. That's mean I attack. You defend, I attack again, and I gain a move, so check. But black could just play king f8 here. Knight g2, and now white finally is ready to castle. And now you play g6, and you solve the problem of your king with king g7. And you're ready to transfer the queen in the corner, so you could double up on the b file. Was the compensation? Well, black has the bishop pair. It was the same story like in the game, but with less pieces. Here black has all the pieces on the board and he has counterplay for the pawn. In the game, actually, to avoid this line, that's why Garry Kasparov played with queen c2. That's how he started. Botvinnik was the first one that played at a very high level all the time. Queen c2, c6, e3, knight bd7, bishop d3, castle, and now you have an option of knight g2 or knight f3. White played d3, and now after bishop f5, queen b3, black best bet would have been knight bd7. And yes, you win this pawn, but black is just one move away to get back into the game and take over the game actually. So going back to the game, after b6, bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, and queen takes d5. White won a pawn, and from here it's very easy. Once you go up material, you trade. You want to trade the most valuable pieces, queens and rooks. And after queen takes, knight takes, bishop d8, it's very easy. Rook c1, attacking the c7 pawn, c6, and you guys can see how black king in the center and pieces in the back rank. Knight b4, attacking on c6, and here black is lost. Like I was keep trying to find something for black, but it's already lost. Bishop e7, black played. If you castle, I still take the pawn, and the problem is I have enough time to block the c file, and now white loses the right to castle, but doesn't need to castle here without the queens. These pawns, they protect the king really well. So after knight takes, rook takes, king d7, rook c1 back, rook c8, check, bishop b5 check, bishop c4 check, knight e2. Yes, you have this bishop b4 check, king d1. It was interesting to play b5, bishop takes b5, rook c1, knight takes c1, rook c8, and in case of you castle, rook c2. Now after b3, bishop a3, knight e2, I could take on a2 anytime, and it's a little bit better than the game because the rook is on the second rank. Now going back to the game, after bishop b4 check, rook c7, because of bishop a6 you can't double the rooks. So after trading everything, now he wanted to play rook b8 and b5, but he should have used this idea straight, because now I just regrouped, rearranged his pieces, and blocked everything. Rook on open file, and moved out of the pin, and he checked. But after bishop takes, rook takes, and if you take rook c7, you can't save the pawn because of rook a7. So you still drop a pawn. In the game he played bishop g4 check, f3, knight e4 check, check, and this is just over. I hope you guys enjoyed the game, and good luck in the playoffs.